Audio check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. What you say we this? Ready? We're live. What up? You don't know it's DJ Nemi. Another episode of As Real As It Gets. Now, I think another episode here. Well, I don't think. It's a topic that we really need to touch on and we really need to talk about. And it's about the violence against women.
Oh, if it beat you, then what? Take your clothes off. Abuse and mistreat you, then later on seduce you, make him know him now.
Yeah, I know, so there's violence against men as well, but the violence against women and the killing of women. Because when we say violence, or violence, however I want to pronounce it, sometimes it transcends into the killing. And I just beat up and, she heal up and things still. If it was just a case where you just beat the woman, she got hospital, she get a couple stitches, she heal up, it a bad or not too bad, because done bad already say you beat the woman. It's so crazy that it's become like the norm. Becoming like, so we have kill a woman them season or violent season against women. And it's a case where we have to ask ourselves, why is this happening really? Why? What's really causing this? What is really causing this? I forgot to call it epidemic, because when one killing start, you hear about one killing, it becomes a domino effect. And I don't know if I only me observe or it only in my mind. In most cases that this has happened in Jamaica, a police and soldier do the killing them. It's crazy. And it leads you to think, is it that they need some sort of therapy? Do they have psychological, weekly, monthly psychological evaluation of these people? And when I say these people, I mean like police and soldier. I'm not saying only them are do it, but it's so prevalent, from these sectors. Is the job affecting them mentally? And mental health is something we're going to touch on as well. I don't know if you explain it, but it hurt me to my core because I have this deep love for women. I know it's not because I'm a heterosexual male. Women are like God's greatest gift. Not all of them, because some of them are crosses, man, I'll grow on you. But if we're going to keep it real, there's no creation without woman. And sometimes you have to wonder, them man here, when them kill them woman, they don't have they not no mother or no sister. But make we do it that way, yeah. We're going to call it abuse and not just violence against women. And the reason why I want to call it abuse is because it's to get to the physical abuse, it's a process. Like I always say to people, everything starts in the mind before it manifests physically. So the process is mental, emotional, verbal at times, then physical. That's the process. Because first and foremost, you have to be thinking about something. The mind has to be stimulated for it to be turned into an emotional situation where you feel good, you feel bad, and then you might get verbal, cause a bad word here and there. Sometimes people jump over the verbal and just go straight to the box kick and thumb, shoot, chop, whatever. So we really have to talk about the mind. What's happening to our men in society these days? What really are going on? What's really happening? I have to ask that question so many times because I just not get it. And in a sense, I don't want to get it because I don't want to be in that position. And I don't think I'm ever going to be in that position for go say, I go kill one woman. Sometimes when I look on things that are happening in a society to women, whether it be rape, murder, whatever it is, whatever ill is happening to women in society, I look on it and then I put my mother or my sister in a position, and that feeling when I get is so gut-wrenching. I say, what if it was my mother and what if it was my sister? I wonder if some of them money don't have that. Not even know how to put it right now. To be honest, it's like my loss for words just even thinking about it, how sickening it is. And sometimes we skip over it and forget to mention the mental abuse to men. There has to be some negative mental stimulation for it to get to a physical altercation. And when I talk about men, I'm talking about Jamaican man. You see the society where we live in, and this is a worldly thing, but a Jamaica with it. But I talk to everybody. I'm putting in a standard English for consumption's sake. I'm speaking to everybody. Worldly, but we're magnified Jamaica. Men are brought up in a society that tells us you cannot feel and you cannot show emotions. You have to tough like an iron and go on like it on the feelings and thug it out and hold out and just bear everything. Keep it inside, bottled inside. Don't share with nobody. Don't tell nobody how you feel. Because what? You're a man. I wonder if we really break these things out. It's so crazy, the society that we live in. Like me that talked to one of my brethren the other day. I'm going to show you a couple of examples of what men are told to be in society. Jamaican society or any society. Well, Jamaica. Keep on, I say that. I could focus on Jamaica, but I want everybody to listen to this. And take it as you will. It's so funny that we grew up in a society that tells you as men, you're not supposed to show affection or emotion to a certain level. You can't hug your father. You can't tell your father say you love him. Cause what? You do them something that is soft and then we say, yo, you're batty man. And for those who don't know who are listening, batty man is just another way of saying gay or homosexual in Jamaica. I'm gonna say everybody experience this whole machismo, over egotistical male ego bullshit. Because sometimes me fall victim to it. Not anymore. And when I say I fall victim to it, me have male friends. And it's nothing for me to tell my nigga say, yo, I love you, brother. I love and appreciate you. Because that's how I really feel. We have to put things on a level where it's easy for you to sometimes tell a woman say you love her. Sometimes some people just do it through them one pum pum. Yeah. But I mean like when you really love somebody, tell somebody that you love them. Whether male or female. Because life really short and you don't want to end up in the box of if, but, or maybe. If me did know, but me never know saying the dad dead. Maybe me should I really tell him how me feel. And this is from a male to male perspective. And we really have to look into these things because it's generational. It's so sad, the generational things that we subscribe to, we adopt and we carry out throughout generations and through the ages. Generational knowledge and wealth would be much better, but we carry this generational masculine toxicity. Remember me never see my father for a while. I love my father. I love my mother as well. Never see my father for a while. Father did I'm a superhero I grew up basically. So you don't know the love is real. I didn't see him for a while. Countryman from St. Elizabeth, living in the States, blah, 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 blah. Never see him for a while and, in physically, like maybe close to a decade, I think. But the relationship was always there because my father left when I was 13. Just to not left his done with family or whatever. It was just to pursue a better life or better opportunity for his family. And I saw this man, in the flesh, and my first natural instinct was to hug my father, this man that helped to raise me. When I give you the thug thing, they shake your hand first, one hand shake your hand, and the one hand hug them up. I bypass the shake and I'm just hug him. And I won't say there was apprehension on his part, but you don't know Nigga, me are your son. You're my father. You understand what I'm saying? Not supposed to chip in on your head to make you apprehensive, but it's like second nature. And I don't think it was a case where I must say, yo, a Batman thing this, but it's so ingrained in us that, you find it hard to show emotion towards another male. But yo, I'm a father this. Yo, I'm a son this. And anyways, me hug him. I say, before that, I say, yo, word for word, I said to him, say, yo, hug your son. Because you never know when you're going to see me again. And him embrace me. I feel like a closer embrace, and I can tell that he was so, let's say, emotionally overwhelmed. It's like me give him the confirmation that it's okay to hug me, which we don't need. Man, you love somebody. You love your son as a man. If you love your son as a man, if you love your brethren, make them feel loved. I don't know how much I want to ever experience like real love, whether male or female, and that feeling of comfort, that feeling of, that euphoric feeling where you get, it's one of the greatest things in the world. And I can't understand why people say love conquers all. Even though we say love can't go to supermarket, which is right. But if we'd just love each other a bit more freely and openly, especially heterosexual males, learn how to show emotions a bit better, I think that would be able to curb or curve some of this violence against women, because it's a practiced habit. It becomes domesticated, that lack of being able to show love, being able to express yourself overall transcends to male and female. And back to I just gave you that story just to show you the capacity in which we think at times. Me have some dark brethren, I'm not lie. And more time I have to say, nigga, you have your son, your baby boy, who you helped to create. When that baby is born, you're not going to kiss that baby upon his jaw, or even upon his lip as a baby. You're not going to hug him. So you mean to tell me, say, when your son is just a baby and he's in his 20s, 30s, 40s, that's still not your baby? Emotionally and mentally, that's still not your baby where you help to create? Yeah, he's a man by society's standards and by age, but that's not your baby that you were loving on when he born. So what the difference now? And it's so fucked up that, monkey see, monkey do. In a Jamaica, yeah, we shun certain things here, but when we go overseas, and I'm not saying it's everybody, but just I say, Italy, where you see niggas that kiss each other upon them jaw, that's their culture. That's a sign of respect and a sign of greeting. Never do that to a nigga in a Jamaica, but send a nigga got Italy. You see how quick them, buongiorno. Like in Italia. You know what I mean? See how quick them adapt to the culture. It's just like down here, never catch a man a clean toilet somewhere, they on a garbage truck or walk, and these are honest jobs. We're not them. As much as they're not treated as, and as much as these jobs are foundational, because I'm not lie, when garbage truck need to run for like 2 weeks, I wonder if people really see the devastation it caused when garbage not pick up for like 2 weeks. Garbage. So the point what I make is that we shun certain things here, but when we go to other places, other countries, like, all right, nobody don't know me, so hidden. It's okay to do certain things. It's okay to show affection. It's not supposed to be that case there. The mental health aspect is so overlooked. Sometimes you hear a lot of people write off this thing as, when you hear about depression, mental issues and so on, that's not something that's really spoken about or taught in our culture mandatorily or in a broad sense. You see, the mind is so complex and programmable. It's easy to build and easy to break. And when it's broken, it's so difficult to put it back together. We're so naive when it comes to mental health. Like I said, 2018 was a mentally humbling year for me. It really showed me the power of the mind. and how it doesn't take something negative to break your mind. Something positive can also break your mind. Because what fucked me up was ambition. I was in such a bad mental space. It reached a case where I have to start take medication because I have some crazy panic attacks. To the point where I feel like I hate this. I hate this without be dead. You understand? We're not straight from violence against women, but we're just a touch upon the mind. And there's a story where I always tell for really bring it to light to people. I remember one night, I have one panic/anxiety attack. And as simple as it sounds, it's crazy. I've heard people talk about it. I had an ex that had this whole anxiety/panic thing. And, when things don't happen to you, you take it lightly. But trust me, that shit real and that shit serious. Remember one night, my dad yard and, mother did in our kitchen, and a wave just slapped me. I have to make a call and say, yo, homie, the feeling of my chest are tight up, my heart a beat fast, me a perspire. How do I overcome this? I call somebody and them say, bam, 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 this is why I breathe, bam, 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 this, whatever, so on and so forth. And what's so funny, when you have a panic or an anxiety attack, it gets even worse because you start thinking about the outcome and other things will happen. Because in the moment where I get instructions on how to, this is before me to get the meds, and how to control this, I say, shit, this happen right now. What if I black out? My mother can't lift me up and put me in a van to carry me to the hospital. Fuck, and she in that spot now. She see her one son on the ground, blackout, maybe dying, maybe dead. What is I gonna do to her? So that wave is like one little wave I come, the panic attack and the anxiety, one little wave, and then these thoughts just bring one tsunami. Boof. That's the funny thing about it. It's the mind. These thoughts that you're creating, it's the mind. The mind. And for clarification, like I say, ambition, your mind can become corrupted from ambition, not only negatives, because it was a case where I work, I have multiple things doing, I have multiple things what I want to do, and I try to do all that at one time, and everything just came crashing down. I literally pack the fuck up, leave Jamaica, got my family house in the States, and just breeze. Forget myself together. Breeze. Trust me, it did wonders for me. Wonders. Sometimes you need to just empty your mind. And with saying that, there's this great book recommendation, The Art of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. It's about decluttering physically, but it helps you to declutter mentally as well. Because you ever know a situation where so many things are on your mind, you just get overwhelmed, and then when it's no longer on your mind, you just have it's like a breath of fresh air or a sigh of relief, and it's like you're in a place where a dirty room. Your room closed up on the ground, it's up on the bed. It's like you don't know if you find nothing, you don't know if it turn, you trip over this, you just get frustrated and fucked up. But tidy that room, tidy that physical space, and you see how mentally as well as physically freeing it becomes. So check out that book, The Art of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. She's a Japanese. And when it comes to these shit, these Japanese don't play. But not to sway too much, because we have to focus on the mind, the mental. Because it's going to lead us back to the violence level against women. So yeah, big up my friend Crystal. Miss Crystal Lee Robinson, business teacher extraordinaire. Me and Chrissy are reasoning it one day, and I say, yo, schools have like a therapist on board, just like how we have a guidance counselor. I don't think they classify as a therapist to the full extent, but do they have a designated therapist in schools? Because me know say teachers need therapy. I think in every organization where you have to be dealing with people, you need an onboard therapist. I think people should get therapy at least every month, a psychological, mental evaluation to see where they're at, because so much can happen in a month where just turn your world upside down mentally. And that can lead you down the wrong road. So like me I said, it's a feeling where we're just way behind when it comes to mental health in Jamaica. If and when we can get a grip on that whole mental health space, I think some of the violence will stop, whether against women or men. Crime on a whole will change, because most things start from a mindset. It's like a man with a gun. His mind tells him that he's powerful, he's untouchable. Even when he knows he can't get shot, you live by the gun, you die by the gun. It's his mind that's telling him these things. He creates these scenarios, these thoughts in his mind. I'm powerful, I'm untouchable. Lead you to do certain wrongs because you feel untouchable. You have your gun, you have a machine on your side. It's just like when you're going to a quote unquote bad area. You go in there unarmed, you're going to feel vulnerable. You go in there, you have a strap on your waist, there's some level of comfort for know, say if anything pop off, bam, 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 I'm good. I'm a strap. Comes back to the mind. That's where everything starts from. If you get to killing a woman, it starts from the mind. We really need to learn and to know how to show each other love. Genuine love. Because some of them situations here where you hear say, oh, this man killing woman and killing himself, it stems from a lot of things. It stems from one woman a bun the man, one woman a sugar daddy out the man, one woman a talk down to the man, and it plays on your psyche. Like me say, the mind is so programmable. Look, when we are pitting and we learn ABC, remember, repetition is the master of learning. If you repeatedly tell somebody, say, yo, them man are nothing, them are this, them are that, when their mind breaks at some point in time, that mental will move from mental to emotional, sometimes verbal, then physical. So we not only put this abuse against women upon the men, women have to be very careful and cognizant of how they deal with men and what they say to men and how you build up your men. So whether that's a mother or a spouse, sibling, significant other, in a matter, be wary of how you talk to your men and how you show love to your men and how genuine you are to your men. Because most of these cases, like I said, most times it's a case of deception and belittling. Caribbean woman, some of the nicest woman them, if not the nicest woman them in the world, by my biased opinion. But you don't know when one woman go get in your head as a man. Brother. Brother. Me no know who can push button like Caribbean woman. I think the Spanish woman then second to them, but me no know who can push button like Caribbean woman. We need to teach with people how to deal with certain situations, how to be more sociable, how to love, how to control our emotions, so we can get rid of some of this bullshit that's stamping Jamaica as a fucked up place. This is social media, our technology on a whole these days. Something happen right now in a less than 2 seconds, it gone worldwide. Twitter, me love you, but yeah, I tell people say news reach Twitter before it reach Earth. Point being is that we're being painted in such a barbaric light. We're kill off all our woman them. We're kill off woman them. One brother, you know love boom boom. You don't have one mother, you don't have one sister. There's this argument that I'm of two minds when it comes to this. Watch a backlash when we ever get now. I've thought about it and I say, yo, me no want a man put their hand on my mother or my sister, so I will never put my hands on a woman in a violent way. And then we have to look on it from another angle. Okay, I will say 50-50, I will say equality. We say equal rights. Well, a woman then say equal rights. Not I Shana type of equal rights. Me like real equal rights. Right? Okay. Women provoke men, men provoke women. Okay. We're both human beings, okay? So, shouldn't we be treated fairly? You understand what I say? And the point that I'm making is, I think sometimes hands have to be put on a woman. Well, I'm going to stick a pause right there. I'm going to take this out of the podcast. Because we're looking at it from a human standpoint, not a male-female standpoint. Now, a woman is there. Let's paint a better picture. Cause like me say, I don't believe in a beating woman or abusing woman. You know, but we have to paint a scenario like this now. You know, let's paint this picture. You're in a small room. Something happen. Wanna start fight. You man grab a lass, chop after you. What do? You make her chop you? Remember, you don't know if you're running now. What you gonna do? You gonna make her chop you or you gonna defend yourself? That's what me really try to say. Because at the end of the day, when we dash with male and we dash with female, we're still human beings. That supersedes sex. Sex in the term of male/female. That supersedes that. What do we do? Take chop or defend ourselves? Sorry, I don't have nobody to bounce this against, but hopefully when you guys listen to this, you can offer me some feedback and we can go into a deeper discussion about situations like that. Is it okay, and when is it okay to put your hands on a woman? I know someone will say, yo, when you have sex, I not talk about that. I mean violence. Violence. I need enough to answer that question there for me. That's a question that racks my mind. Because me now go in a one little 12 by 12 room. Woman a fling everything after me. I come after me with lust. Then I have to go thump her down her sitting. I have to go fling sitting after her too. You understand what I say? I have to defend myself. I not try dead, but I not try hurt her. What do I do? Because, hey, no bad like when one man put their hands on a woman, you know. Who hate you like the entire world? Look at Chris Brown and Rihanna. The story goes, they had a verbal altercation, which manifested into a physical altercation. And by all accounts, Rihanna was the initial aggressor. Both mental, verbal, and physical. You see how I come back to what I did make clear at the beginning? It's a process. It's a combination of things. So she was the aggressor in every way and Chris reacted. She pushing buttons them to the point, and I'm not saying he was right in how he went about it, because I'm not lying, fuck up our face. That Rihanna and Chris Brown situation is a perfect example of how women can push your buttons figuratively, which is the mental aspect. They say shit, they say they're going to do shit, will really stir up the chemicals in your brain, make your feelings in your heart start bubble up, and by if you open her mouth or quint, coof, cough, quaff, boof. Physical. And it all comes back to mental health and how men are domesticated or told how to be in society. Yo, you have to be your own human being, you know. Remember, say these things that we subscribe to, whether how a man is supposed to act, what a man is supposed to do. We come here, come see and learn, then sitting here. The Bible says certain things, man supposed to be head of the household. Me have another view upon that. I'm not saying it's wrong. Yo, that whole man at the head of the household sometimes is the cause of contention in homes. Will lead to some of these things. Lead to some of these cases of violence. Man probably not make enough money. Woman start pushing button. Him in a female mind feel less of a man. And then that just play upon his mind and it turn into something else. But we live in certain times where you cannot subscribe to old ways. You understand what I say? We cannot subscribe to old. We have to seek out knowledge and do what works for us. I'm not go down a river go catch water if me have running water in my house. And nothing wrong with river water. I'm just saying, in this age and time, we cannot subscribe to certain things. We have to find our own way, our own path. But I have to reiterate, we need to tackle mental health as a country and as a people, because we can't keep a kill off way. I know what the fuck I just said, but we can't keep killing our women and our men. And the man them kill off themselves too. After them killing, how we get out of this road, boy? More time you have to think, you have to slow down and think. Sometimes in a fit of rage, in the moment of anger, you say and do things where you regret for the rest of your life. When you kill this woman, you don't want to go to jail, you know. They either go batter you in a jail, or you're going to be broken down to something where you never feel in your life. So the easiest thing for you to do is killing yourself. That's why you always see and hear, oh, today on the news, this man killed his common law or his wife and then killed himself. When you kill a woman, you know, nothing to live for, you know? But we really aren't taught how to deal with these social, emotional situations. Because what? Man and man. And that we born, come here, come sit and hear, say man and man. So man have to hold it out and tug it out. We not to express nothing what we have feel towards. And you can't, how you have your spouse or your woman, and whether from the side of a male or female, and cannot express yourself to them. You see, effective, not just communication, effective communication and comprehension, which is understanding, is the cure to some of these problems as well, coupled with mental. Man, I say the cure all, end all, be all. But as human beings, as men especially, we need to learn how to communicate. We need to seek the knowledge. We need to learn or be taught how to communicate and comprehend, how to feel, how to express. We're human being, you know. We're human being. Society's idea of a man is so flawed. We have to just seek out the information, follow the guidelines, and construct our idea of what a man is supposed to be. What if, as a man, I want to tell my woman that I love her? If that's what you want to do or that's what you feel, go right ahead. What if, as a man, I want to cry? I'm not afraid to say my ball enough time, you know. The biggest a gangster we out the road and murder and a rob, when he end up got jail or years and get a life sentence, who ball like him? So who am I not to cry? I mean, I'm not gangster. You understand what I say? Construct your idea of what not only a man but a good man is supposed to be. A good human being on a whole. We can't just take things at face value. You have to question things. Whether it be politics, religion, human existence, love, the idea of what it is to be a man. You have to question these things. We have to seek out the knowledge. I'm going to talk to all of the men them out there. And women. Women, you have to help your men as well. Mothers. When you raise your children, especially the men, let them know it's okay to feel. Let them know it's okay to cry. Let them know it's okay to express themselves verbally, honestly. And it's not something that they should be shunned for. Because it's a case where you express yourself as a man. Oh, yeah, girl. Only girl sitting there. Come on, man. Aren't we all human beings at the end of the day? And it's this suppression of expression and suppression of feelings where really a fuck way up and lead to some of these cases of violence against women. We really need to focus on mental health, emotional health. We really need to focus on these things. Help each other. Form some groups. If you don't want to talk to somebody where you know, find a therapist. You don't want to talk to a stranger, find the closest person to you who you think you can talk to. It's so difficult these days to talk to people and not worry about if them are going to use the information against you or go back go chat your business. And this is why I think, it's good to talk to a stranger. They have no preconceived notions of you, no built-in bias of you. You want new canvas for them, and the information where you give them and what them use paint the picture of you. Sometimes we feel like we're alright but we're not really alright. Look upon everything we are going in our society. We cannot engage these things or see these things on our TV and not be fucked up in some way as a well-thinking, feeling human being. We need to take care of our mental health and take care of each other and change our preconceived notion of what or who a person or a man is supposed to be. We need to be more loving. We need to communicate more with each other. And we just need to be honest with ourselves and others all around. We don't need Jamaica painted in a bad light. Jamaica is a wonderful, rich in culture and a lot of other things country. Yo, we're too great for you to subscribe to this mediocrity of murder and all these things, you know, these domestic cases. So we've come to the end of this episode, but sad to say we've come to the end of this first season of the As Real As It Gets podcast. In the time that we'll be away, making better content, coming back bigger and better, use the time to catch up on the episodes, to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to subscribe to our WhatsApp group. Those links will be in the podcast notes. We just want to thank everybody for this journey so far, who's been on this journey with us so far. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for listening. Thank you for providing your feedback. Please continue to do so. Stay tuned to the podcast channel, regardless of the first season being over, because we'll be putting out content, just not official episodes. So with that being said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, rate, leave a review. And if you've listened to this podcast, if you've listened to an episode, if you actually enjoy it or enjoyed an episode, just share with one person. That's all we ask. And as usual, I'm your host, DJ Nemi from the As Real As It Gets podcast. That's about it. And I'm out. You dig?